my question I never anticipated. And this won't be an issue when we get to baseball that is significantly important for the Dodgers and Dodgers fans, as you know, DMAC. But if you had to do a starting pitching Dodgers power rankings today, are you comfortably putting Eric Lauer over Robo? Feels like it.
Right now, I think I would be,
crazy.
just because I think that he profiles more as a starting pitcher, whereas I think Justin Wrobleski, if you did throw him into the bullpen, he's someone that can pump 100 miles per hour. Like, he really can get up there velocity-wise, and as long as he has fastball command, he has the control of his slider. I think that Wrobleski profiles as someone that has more upside as a swingman, a bullpen piece, whereas Eric Lauer, he's mentioned it several times. He feels most comfortable as the starting pitcher. That's the role that he prefers. So if I had to pick between the two right now, hey, give me Eric Lauer, man. Eric Lauer's that dude. How could you say anything else? They're undefeated when he pitches. He's the Dodgers' good luck charm this year.
Speaking of excellence, do you know how I know I'm going to win a Radio Macaroni Award, the highest prestige in radio? Because you were just doing a great Dodgers sort of breakdown, and I went, okay. There's a really great addition by me. Glad I could get in there with those. Okay, what am I doing?
Okay. You're ad-libbing. It's like you're ad-libbing in there. I love it.
Thank you. That's real.
Think of that acceptance speech. What does the macaroni trophy even look like?
It's a giant macaroni.
Really?
Yeah, but don't cook it.
Wow.
Then you lose.
What do you get if you win?
If you win the
Do
macaroni?
you get free dinner at the Macaroni Grill?
I've never won before. Or
Never?
been invited.
Hey, that's
or anyone who's won the macaroni even make eye contact with me.
Hey,
I don't know.
You deserve one, man.
Thank you.
You'll be like Leo DiCaprio.
Okay. See what I did there?
Okay.
I will not do that again. That was not awesome. On the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. You know what is awesome and should win an award? And I don't know that we've had this conversation. You're going to be shocked. I love hatred in sports. I love it when basketball players don't like each other. I like it when baseball players throw at each other. I like the passion and the anger and the frustration. I like booing. I like when people get booed. I'm here for it. And so I was kind of down for Kyle Tucker versus Cubs fans, even though we need Tucker and want Tucker to play well and perform well. And the thing is, he got booed. He also played well. He's 2 for 3. I think he drew a walk. I don't know if it's because the booing brings something out of him. I think there are some people, I'm one of them, you are too, who I think thrive on a little bit of confrontation, or it's just the fact he was away from Dodger Stadium and therefore remembered how to play baseball. But he did get booed because he was a Cub last year for a single year, and Kyle Tucker did talk after the loss yesterday about that response from Cubs fans.
I don't know. I mean, I tried my hardest last year. Tried playing through a hand fracture and calf thing, and just trying to get back to the playoffs for them, and trying to do what I could to help out the team last year with them. So I hit really well in the first half, and second half didn't go as great, and kind of didn't end up great at the end of the year, but had a good run.
Charismatic, he's not necessarily, right? Just as a description.
Hey, I mean,
not everybody is.
Look, he's not Kike Hernandez. I don't think he's going to go on to be the host of the Tonight Show one of these days.
Or D-Mac and Reiter. He's no Doug McCain.
I don't think we're going to see a D-Mac, Reiter, and Tucker anytime soon, right? I don't think that is the case.
This is his chair right here. It's the empty one.
Oh, wow. That's the we're never going to forget that one, I'm guessing at this point.
So
but, look, here's the thing about Kyle Tucker, and what concerns me is you mentioned he did get a couple hits yesterday. There was one that was unfortunate. It goes off the IV, and they throw him out at second base. But base running blunders have been there.
That's true.
He's supposed to be a good base runner. He's someone that...
He's supposed to be a good baseball player.
That in general, right? But he's supposed to be a really good base runner. We were talking about a 30-30 season potentially. Now we're getting like a 10-10 season, okay? That's not something you celebrate and you give $60 million a year to. But the concern I have with Kyle Tucker is not only has he been painfully average, which is about as bad as you can get for someone that's getting that kind of coin, but I think that you're starting to see the lack of offensive production, the disappointing season at the plate, bleed into other areas of his game. You look at his performance in right field, he's been a below average outfielder. You look at the base running, he's been below average. Offensively, he's struggled all season long. And if you're Kyle Tucker, you just made that big trade for Tarek Skubal, and this roster is supposed to be this superstar roster. Well, guess what? He's going to need to step up because this roster is looking a little on the older side. The offense hasn't been there. And I actually have an idea of something that I want to see to potentially light a fire under Kyle Tucker. And that is...
I'm ready for it.
Your
eyes just lit up.
I've been thinking about this. I know it sounds a little crazy,
Tell
right?
us here on D-Mac and Reiter.
But the Dodgers' top prospect, Josue De Paula, is in Double-A. We're waiting for him to graduate to Triple-A. He is as gifted as a hitter as you see at the minor league level. what if you brought up Josue De Paula at some point and it lights a little fire under Kyle Tucker? Maybe lights a fire under Teoscar Hernandez, who's been in left field. This is a team that looks like they're on the older side offensively. Yes, you're going to need a spark from Tarek Skubal, but this offense has been down for a long stretch. And if I'm Andrew Friedman, I'm thinking to myself, hey, Josue De Paula, if you could get him 3 starts a week and just go for it, this offense, 7 of the 9 guys really are having below average years. I'm just throwing it out there as a possibility. I think it'll probably happen at some point in September. I just want to get ahead of it just so when I'm ready for my victory lap, I can point out the fact that you heard it first here on D-Mac and Reiter.
When you're ready for you were born ready for every victory lap, real and imagined.
I mean, is that crazy? I like crazy ideas.
No, I love it.
And
a little infusion of youth, ambition, right? Push a little bit. The film with Kevin Costner, For Love of the Game, is terrible. Do you know this? I didn't know this until years later. They basically changed the director's cut to make it into a love story, not a baseball film. But there is a great little thing where the dude from Ally McBeal who loses his hair, poor guy, where he's the rookie who doesn't know any better, and that's the big sort of narrative device. Bringing up a rookie who doesn't know any better, a little enthusiasm, a little ambition, push the older guys. I like it. Can I read you something interesting from the best source of Dodgers information on planet Earth?
Let's hit it.
It's from X, DMAC_LA. Have you heard of that account?
Okay. Yep. Wow.
It's yours.
Follow.
If I do follow.
Okay, awesome.
I have an alert.
Notifications,
Stuff
baby.
goes off a lot at 9 in the morning. Dodgers having down years on wins,
weighted runs created plus. Yep.
Mookie Betts, way down. We're going to hit that in the next segment. Kyle Tucker, way down. Teoscar Hernandez, way down. Will Smith is injured, but still down. Ohtani, you put down, it's 1. So I'm just going to do that as a scratch. But there's a lot of these guys. I mean, it's as good as the Dodgers are playing, and as much as I know, and you also tweeted about the bullpen, which maybe we can get to, and that wasn't entirely the issue yesterday, but still not a great bullpen outing from one person in particular. There are some Dodgers offensively, as you noted with the age, who are underperforming a little bit, and Dalton Rushing is up, but largely speaking, Andy Paz is up, but he's not as far up as he was a month ago. I'm not saying huge levels of concern. The Dodgers, as you noted, are huge favorites to be World Series champions, but there is some offensive production that hasn't emerged that maybe we would have thought would have been here at this point of the season.
It's a concern for me. It truly is. I mean, last year in the World Series, the Dodgers hit .203. That was the lowest batting average for any team to go on to win the World Series since the 1966 Baltimore Orioles.
That's a great stat.
It's wild because they had to lean on all that starting pitching. Yamamoto's heroics in Game 7. Even throughout that series, you had a lot of big moments from that starting staff. And as you point out from that tweet, from whoever that was,
it was a great tweet.
Seems like he knows ball. I don't know, but
he wears Padres.
Does he wear Padres socks?
No.
By the way, that was a crazy
Should
thing.
we tell that story?
We could.
Basically, Doug wore Padres socks and he got exposed. Just kidding. Our boss took a photo of your socks and
I'm
used
wearing
AI.
Dodgers socks and Dodgers colored Nike Air Force Ones. Bill rocked
I have a
these
favor
too,
to
by the
ask
way.
you, and so does my nose.
Yeah.
Put your shoes back on.
Okay.
It's all good, though. It's all good.
Our boss here photoshopped me, AI'd me in Padres gear.
It was very good. It was realistic.
Yeah.
I actually had to look at your... So I looked at your... I've been duped twice today. Once about Spider-Man. When I saw the tweet, I thought it was real. I'm like, why is he wearing Padres socks? Does he know what I'm going to do to him on the air?
Yeah.
The AI is that good now,
I got demoted from the fan to UPS, okay? The Padres with those UPS colors, but they're not UPS because they never deliver, okay? But I will say this about the offense.
You set yourself up for your own joke, and I liked it.
I'm sorry.
No, I liked it.
I will say this, Bill, that for as dominant as the starting pitching has been, this is a Dodgers team that they had to fight and claw to win Game 7. They had to fight and claw to win the NLDS. It's tough to imagine them making it through another World Series run if the offense is bad and those trends stay the same. They are going to need Kyle Tucker to step up, Mookie Betts to start looking like the Mookie Betts we've seen of old, which we're going to get into. Freddie Freeman.
I don't think that's coming back. I won't do the second
around. Yeah,
segment.
well, you got some thoughts on that. I think we'll have a differing opinion there.
Shocker.
And then we got Shohei Ohtani, though. I will say this, and I feel like you think that I got great joy out of saying that Shohei has been basically down offensively, but he really has been down. Because you make you.
Where did I say you had great joy?
Because you try to paint the picture that I'm like an Ohtani hater, even though he's my favorite person that's ever existed.
You paint your own pictures, pal.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
but
you're the Rembrandt of pretending like Ohtani.
Hey, I'm going to Picasso Museum in Spain, but I will say,
I've been there.
Yeah, is it awesome?
I mean, I like it, but I like Ohtani, so we'll see if our tastes diverge.
You think I'm trying to take the brush out of Picasso's hand when I say that he should stick to one thing or pitch less, but The thing about Ohtani the bat, though, is
Yeah.
the version that he's been with the Dodgers in the first 2 seasons compared to now is a little down. So, look, guys need to step up offensively. The pitching hasn't been great. The runs they've been getting on base. Yesterday, it looked like they were going to get off to a good start because Tommy Edman hit that big 3-run shot early. Teoscar hit one out of the stadium, a 443-foot solo home run. But it is the dog days, and the Dodgers have lost 4 straight games, and it feels like once a year there's this weird 2-week stretch where the Dodgers are playing like the Rockies. But, hey, now they're just a game and a half above the Braves for the second-best record in the National League.
D-Mac and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. He is Doug McCain. That account that I was quoting and referencing is his, D-Mac_LA. I'm on there too, Sports Writer Sports, REITER, at The Fan LA, at The Fan LA. You can call us 855-97-LA Fan. It's been a long time since you just clicked into the microphone. Do you want to do it? I miss it. Remember? Oh, yeah. That used to be a
That's it.
sign
I'll
of
retire it. Those are the days.
So you were talking about the offensive production being a real worry for you, and as you like to say, I'll quote you to you. It's always a fun thing to do. You like to bring facts to your fights, or at least some of the times you do. And so I did there a little trick. You noted the lack of production last year for a World Series champion. One of the conversations, interestingly, over the last 24 hours among Dodgers fans, social media, and some of the spots out there that do Dodgers coverage, like websites and stuff, is DMAC is that there wasn't enough pitching acquired at the deadline. That I don't get it. Pitching is the bullpen's kind of worrisome, but there's more than enough pitching on this team.
100%. I mean, you already made some pretty big moves to the bullpen, too. Getting Seth Halverson. If you're a Dodgers fan that doesn't know the name Seth Halverson yet, get familiar. This guy is pumping down at the minor league level. They're prepping him, I think, to be someone that potentially has a role for this team. He's hitting 102. So he's a guy that I think could be actually
102.
I talked to a Dodgers scout a couple days ago too. I mentioned that like 50 times on the show already, but he was telling me that he thinks that Seth Halverson is going to be this year's Will Klein, a guy that's just going to have that moment.
Hell yeah.
That's going to step up in the postseason because the velocity is there, and that's what the Dodgers look for in the postseason. They love flamethrowers. They love guys with gas. Halverson has that. You also bring in a Chris Bubich, who has been really good at times in his career. They're going to probably get him back maybe around late August. You're going to probably get Brock Stewart back at some point. I think that the biggest additions to the bullpen are going to be the guys that don't make the cut for the starting rotation. Guys like Roki Sasaki, Justin Wrobleski. I think mechanically they'll address some things with Emmett Sheehan to have a potential role for this team. So look, the Dodgers, they have all the ingredients. They just need to go out there and finish the season strong and get healthy when October rolls around.
Something that would be a fun exercise, and we'll do this in an hour, is just go through our Game 7, our rankings of Dodgers pitchers if we had to throw guys out for a final World Series NLCS Game 7. You noted Roki, and you're right. If Snell is back and healthy and firing on all cylinders, if Glasnow is back, hopefully, if Ohtani is pitching at the level that we expect, with Skubal, with Yoshi, it's crazy to think that there isn't room for Roki based on how well he has pitched the last month and how well he pitched last year in October. It's not as if you could look at Roki Sasaki and say, yeah, huge upside and pitching well now, but we don't know if he can do it when it comes. We obviously know that he can handle the limelight. Their depth, at least at a starting pitching level, is crazy. And I made this statement yesterday. I don't know if it got aggregated, but people got mad at me, that maybe it's the best starting rotation in history. Obviously, in a modern era, the only other comp that I can think of is the Braves. But they had 3 guys that were basically Hall of Famers. They had what order would you go? I guess it would be Maddox, Glavine, and then Schmaltz, probably in that order. Before Schmaltz was injured and went.
Yeah, Glavine was so good in the postseason for sure.
Who's the Avery guy? That guy. They had an Avery guy. I always want to call him Avery Johnson because Avery.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's a big lefty.
Yeah,
It's not Scott Avery, but like that. This Dodgers team. Yes or no? Yes or no? Just like longevity allowing. Yoshi's a Hall of Fame pitcher.
I would say so.
Skubal's a Hall of Fame pitcher.
On trajectory.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying like if
talent-wise, for sure.
If it continues, yeah. If he pitches at this level for however many more years. Snell.
Gonna say no.
Really?
Just because I just don't think he's gonna have the WAR to do it. I mean, he's a multi-time Cy Young Award winner, but if you look at his overall WAR and innings pitched, he's only pitched over 80 innings twice in his career.
So if we did a segment called Buy or Sell, you would Snell that.
I did. I remember saying a couple years ago when Snell signed with the Dodgers that he was essentially choosing World Series titles over a Hall of Fame career.
I think that multi-time award-winning Cy Young pitcher, you're in.
No, I disagree.
Disagree.
I disagree just because, I mean, if that was the case, someone like Oral Hershiser, who has significantly more WAR than Blake Snell, has had a better postseason run, and he was never in. So
there's a conversation sometimes about LeBron, how he'd be a Hall of Famer if you just broke his career up like in 4 or 5 year chunks. Is Ohtani a Hall of Famer as a pitcher and a hitter?
No.
Is he a Hall of Famer as a hitter?
He's getting there.
I think here's what I would say. If he was focusing on one the way that you want, I think he would probably be even
Well,
more
I think if you looked at
You don't think Ohtani's a Hall of Famer?
He's got work to do. I mean, of course, if his career ended today, that means something abruptly would happen, so he would get in the same way that Sandy Koufax got into the Hall of Fame.
Avery.
Yeah, Steve Avery. There you go.
Thank you, Easy.
Yeah, when he got in there, when he did. But on Roki Sasaki, it's pretty interesting because he was talking to the Japanese media a couple days ago, and he kind of tipped off where the Dodgers are going to go with him because he essentially all but said to the Japanese media that he was comfortable coming out of the bullpen, that he was essentially looking forward to it because he had success and he thrived in that role last year. So that kind of tells you that there has been a plan in place with him that, hey, we're going to give you that experience, the currency, that developmental experience. We're going to give you 6 or 7 innings per start once a week. And then at the end of the season, if everything goes right, we're going to hear Baila la Roki. That's his warm-up song, which the crowd loves.